Hey everybody, Mr. Hybor here. I just want to take a few moments here and give you some pointers and some tips dealing with your labeling of the basic parts of a web browser. Now, if you recall from the information that I gave in the assignment piece that you've read, you'll recall that you need to label two different examples of web browsers. Now, you have three to choose from. Okay, if you think back to the different browsers that we have available to us on our Mac computers, we have Google Chrome, Apple Safari, and Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so you need to pick two of those three, and what you need to do is you need to create a slide for the two, for each one of them. So here's my one for Google Chrome, for example, and for Apple Safari. Those are the two that I'm going to use here in my example. I'll also give you information for Firefox as well. I'll have complete screenshots for all three in the assignment, so you can use those if you're not sure where different parts are. So go ahead and take a moment right now here and create these slides if you haven't already done so. You may want to pause the video and create those. The one thing I wanted to make sure that you do, however, is when you take the screenshots, make sure, and this is something I'll have to show you in class if you're having trouble, but make sure that you have the bookmark bar showing here. Now, in Chrome, since I'm using Chrome, I can show you the example here real quick. If you go into the menu item up here at the top, open it's off my screen a little bit, but go down to bookmarks here. Hopefully it'll pop up on your screen. Yeah, there we go. And make sure that show bookmarks bar is selected there. If your bookmarks aren't showing, in the case of this example, here's my bookmarks bar here, but if you don't have one there, go to this menu, okay, and again you can't quite see it there, but go to bookmarks right there, and then make sure show bookmarks bar is clicked, and you'll have to do something similar for Safari, but I can't show you that right now. So anyway, take a moment, go make your two slides. Notice that they fall between the A7 ICANN slide and the A7 Lingo slide here. Make your two slides, label one Google Chrome, label one Apple Safari, or if you're going to use Firefox, but label them that way, put it in a text box here with this information in it, and then take some screenshots and put them on there. So pause your video a second and go do that. And then we'll restart it when you're finished. Now that you have your slides made and you're ready to go here, let's talk about how we're going to go about labeling this. Now these are if you look back at your web browser basics ICANN slide here, you notice that we mentioned 5 different things that you need to label. These are the elements that we're looking for. So we need to label this on both of our slides. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go through all 5 of them here because I'll make the video a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and just pick one of them. So I'm going to go to the Open Tabs area. I'm going to label that part. I'm going to go ahead and label it on the on Apple Safari here. Now what I'm going to need to do is a couple things. I'm going to need to make a little text box with the term Open Tabs area in it, and then I'm going to draw a line to that area, and I may even want to circle that area too. So I'll show you how to do that. You don't always have to do that, but it may be something you want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create that text box. I'm just going to put it up here for now. Now if you noticed, I kind of put my screenshot in the corner here, so I have room to put my labeling pieces on the outside of it. I kind of put in the corner so I can do it that way. So I strategically planned it that way. So I'm going to type in my text box, Open Tabs area. Now I can't really see it right now. I have the wrong color, so I'm going to go ahead and format this real quick. Change the color of my font to something that shows. I'm going to go kind of a bright color here and make sure it really stands out. May need to kind of adjust the size of my text box a little bit. Good, I'm there. All right, now what I need to do is create a line that will point to it, okay, because I'm not going to put it right over top. I'm going to put it off to the side. So I'm going to create a line. So if I go up here to my line tool, I'm going to click on this. Now, actually, you can go ahead and click on the drop-down menu here, and this will give you the arrow tool. So I can click on that, and what I can do is it'll give me a little crosshair. I'm going to click, hold, and just kind of point to that area here, okay? And it'll create a little line for me. Now I can go ahead, and I still have it highlighted here. I can go up here and change the color of it. Here's the line color right here because I have it highlighted. Again, I'm going to go the yellow color. And I'm going to change the thickness here a little bit. Here's the weight tool that kind of changes the thickness. I'm going to make it nice. Well, that might be a bit too big. Let me go down to 4 point. There we go. It looks pretty good. And it's pointing to the area I need to. Now you may want to kind of adjust it a little bit here. Make sure it's pointing to the right spot. Okay, and now I've created my arrow. So there's that piece. Now some people like to circle where they're going to, especially when it's an area like this. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my shapes now. There's some different shapes I can use. I'm just going to use a circle shape. It gives me a little crosshair, and I can just drag and put over top the area where I'm talking about. This is the Open Tabs area. So I'm going to circle this. Okay. Now I have to do a couple things here because it's blocking it right now. I want to make it the same color, and again, I can just use the same as a line. Notice the yellow line around it. I can change the thickness, make it a little thicker so it stands out. But now I got to get rid of this middle part because I got to be able to see behind it. So here's the fill color here. What you want to do is click on that menu and go to transparent, and that will take the color away. And now I just have that. So I need to adjust my arrow a little bit here, make it a little bit smaller, so it just kind of touches the outside of my silhouette there. Okay? And there I go. I'm all set. I've labeled the open tabs area. So you can use that technique for all 5 if you want to. Now, not everything needs to have a circle around it. For example, and I may have to kind of shorten this thing down a little bit. I can adjust this a little bit with the handlebars on the side, because here's my new tab button right here. I'm going to have to draw a new line to that when I label it. Okay? So, again, just some different techniques and things that you can use to kind of label your different parts. You're going to have to do this for both of your browser examples. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions, and I can help you in class with it, or shoot me an email or something in Edmodo, and I can try to respond to it. But go ahead and use your own style. Don't have to use the colors I used or anything like that. I just kind of did it quickly here for you, but hopefully that gives you some ideas about how to label this.